What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Double Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for July 11th through July 17th, 2024. In regards to new content, the new Vapid Dominator FX Interceptor and the Impaler LX Cruiser are now officially available for all players on the Warstock website, which finalizes the cop cars for the drip feed. So that means there are technically only 4 drip feed vehicles left to officially release for this DLC, and they're all going to be on the Southern San Andreas website, which means we technically already know the release order of the remaining cars, which will be the Castigator, then the regular Dominator FX, the Pizza Boy, and finally the Vorschlag Hammer for last. But anyways, the current prize ride for this week is the Albany VSTR. It's primarily based on the 2016 Cadillac CTS-V and has a normal price of just under 1.3 million. To get it for free this week, you have to place top 3 in an LS Carmate Series race for 3 days in a row. In regards to performance, it's in the sports class and is a mid-tier performing car for track performance, which honestly isn't too bad for a big sedan. It's one of my favorite sports sedans in the game, just super fun to drive and has some pretty good customization as well. Continuing to the test ride vehicles for this week, we have the Voltic, the Hermes, and the Vapid Click as well. And all 3 of these are website vehicles, so definitely make sure to pick them up this week if you don't already own them. And for current gen console users, we have the recently added Astron Custom as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to the casino podium vehicle, we have the regular Insurgent. It's primarily based on the Teradyne Gurkha LAPV and has a normal price of just under 900,000 and a trade price of just under 700,000. In regards to performance, it's in the off-roads class and is a mid-tier performing vehicle in that class, but obviously the reason you want the Insurgent is for the armor, not really its speed, and it takes 23 homing missiles for it to blow up, which is pretty incredible. However, the Night Shark and Insurgent Pickup Custom do take 27 homing missiles to blow up, so something to keep in mind. In terms of the dealership cars for this week, in luxury autos we have the Envisage and the Paragon S. Continuing to Simeons, we have the Entity XF, the Brawler, the Esky, the Contender, and the 9F as well. And all of these are Move website vehicles, so definitely make sure to pick them up this week if you don't already own them. Moving on to the discounts, in terms of property discounts, we have 30% off the garage properties from the Dynasty 8 website. Continuing to the vehicle discounts, starting off in the test ride, we have 30% off the Vapid Click. This one is again a Move website car. It's in the muscle car class and is in top 10 for most tracks, not including HSW. It's a beast and gets most of its performance from how aggressively it reacts to the typical bump speed boost, and of course its great handling. I absolutely love the way this thing drives and the fact that it's kind of a sleeper, since you really wouldn't expect a car that looks like this to be as fast as it is. Next up, onto Simeons, we have 30% off the Entity XF, again a Move website car. The OG best supercar for track performance back in 2013. Obviously now after over a decade of cars being released, it now sits around 40th place for most tracks, but honestly I still really like this one, especially the way it drives, and it remains to be the only Koenigsegg based car in GTA with no handling flags, so it doesn't slow down over the bumps and stuff. Plus it does offer a few customization options, which is pretty surprising for its time. On to Legendary Motorsport website, we have 30% off the Shinko Mila. This one's in the sedans class and is one of the fastest cars alongside the Schafter V12 and the Reinhardt. Plus it has a great customization, a good exhaust note, and it's pretty fun to drive as well. And lastly, onto the Southern San Andreas website, we have 30% off the Walton. This one's in the off-roads class, has above average performance in that class, and plus the customization is pretty great as well. In regards to the clothing discounts, we have 50% off utility tops, vests, and pants. Moving along to the gun van with the photo weapons available this week, and 50% off the combat pistol as well. In terms of double money, we have double money and 4 times RP on stunt races, plus double money and double RP on special vehicle stunt races, RC time trials, and junk energy skydives. Not the greatest, but as to be expected after receiving a recent DLC. For bonus money though, if you complete 1 dispatch work job from Vincent, you'll get a $100,000 bonus. Completing an additional 2, you'll receive another 100K. And for the weekly challenge this week, if you complete 6 dispatch works total, you'll receive another 100k, totaling up to 300k worth of bonus money for dispatch work this week. Not bad. Continuing to the weekly vehicle robberies from the Salvage Yard business, again, these only change once per event week. We have the McToney robbery with the Issy Rally, the Duggan robbery with the Tropos Rally, and the Gangbanger robbery with the Stafford. And to mention, obviously none of these are claimable this week. And lastly, for the time trials, this week's normal time trial is Grove Street. Highly recommend a quick bike for this one. For the premium race, we have the Supercar Race Senor Freeway. I highly recommend the Devest 8, Emirates, or Krieger for this race. And if you're on current gen, I highly recommend using the HSW Weaponized Ignis or the HSW Devest 8. And lastly, for current gen console users, the HSW time trial is Textile City. As always, the HSW Hakuchu Drive were the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, I'm going to have to go with the Vapid Click. I think it's just a great deal for the styling, customization, and performance you're getting. Plus, of course, being a remove website car, it's definitely worth considering if you don't already own one. Anyways guys, overall this event week I would say is pretty average, although the 2 new cop cars being officially available this soon, especially since we just got technically a new drip feed car last week, so back-to-back cars is a nice surprise. So with that, I'd give this week a solid 6 out of 10. Maybe if the bonus money was a little bit better, I would give it a higher score, but I think 6 out of 10 is pretty fair. Anyways guys, thanks again for watching, hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.